Guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I was going to say good morning, but it's 2:33 in the afternoon. It's just because I just said good morning to an American. Okay, it's their morning. It's the Americans that are mourning. What are you mourning about? What's happened? Okay. The Witch's Tarot. Now, Jasper prompted me to these cards in my earlier reading. And here we are. Okay, I've got the Rider-Waite Tarot as well. Ooh. Feels extremely cold. We've got a King of Pentacles. Got a motorbike outside. Now this here is the most stablest of all the kings. Okay. There's even a strong chance he's more stable than the Emperor. The King of Pentacles. This is about business matters, but it's about taking matters into his own hands. Okay. King of Pentacles. The Divine Masculine's energy. He's looking very regal there on his purple-backed throne. You're backed by the purple? I don't know what that means. Well, apart from divine, it takes me to the divine, but I felt like there was a hidden message in that. You're backed by the purple. Okay. So it's like you've got all the backing that you need. I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth. Okay. I feel like I've got lipstick on my teeth. So like running your tongue along your teeth. Whose words are you chatting? Because it felt like, well, you've got feminine within your mouth. You've got feminine within your mouth. You could be smiling quite a lot. I feel like you might have a smile on your face. Why? Well, you've got lipstick on your teeth. How did you get lipstick on your teeth if you're masculine? Okay. So have you been kissed? What have you been kissed by? This backing. It's like kissed by love, kissed by an angel. Okay. Right, we won't just have, look how it's like, okay, inclined. The Witch's Tarot Companion. So, the Divine Feminine's companion. I felt like there was a campaign going on for you, Divine Feminine. Like he's campaigning for you. Okay. He's taken matters into his own hands. So he's got the Pentacle here and he's on the move. Well, he's actually at home at the moment thinking. And it looks like the future's like beautiful. Now, you've got a stag here. And I feel this is very much the masculines actually stepping into their dominant masculine role, taking charge of things. So this night, he does kind of hold back, stay at home, plans, has a think about things. Okay. But I feel like the sign of the stag really suggests that it's time to kind of movement. But it takes me to like a stag do. So you would have that before your commitment, your marriage. You would hold a stag do. So of all the stags getting together now, I feel like the Divine Masculine and they're planning. What's this inclination towards a Divine Feminine here? Now it's going to be in reverse because the card. So we've got blue side up rather than I want to say the pink of the feminine. Okay. This is a real good energy to see because I said that I felt that this energy is actually more stable than the Emperor. And we've got the Emperor who's come up and it's in reverse. It's in reversed. It feels like this Divine Masculine's reversing just to have a look at his stability. The Emperor here, As you can see, he's sitting here, the children. It feels like this Emperor's got a lot on his mind. I think that's been cleared now. So it's kind of, the Emperor is more inclined now towards the Divine Feminine being his companion, because he's feeling more stable and he wants to take matters into his own hands. He wants to be in charge of this creation, of the legacy. Okay. So he wants to get his hands on it now. And it feels like, I want to say, to start to try to mould it into what he's been perceiving. Or it feels like this energy of the masculines as a collective are like, if they are collectively talking, then they're understanding that our world needs strong, powerful leaders. Okay. Love. Love for the Divine Feminine. This is an overwhelmment of love that's coming your way, Divine Feminine. I'm not sure you're going to know what to do with it. It's straight off the cuff. That one's saying that. Straight off the cuff. There's a resurrection. It feels like this happens very, very quickly. The Divine Masculine here resurrects. Now the Emperor, he'd be balanced in all of the King's energies. But I don't actually feel as if the Divine Masculine is really worried about being balanced in any other areas, apart from he needs to get a handle on this, a hand on this. It's on reverse. If I could turn back time. And then the other song that was coming through was, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl? There you go. He's remembering. So this is the pause. Now, this crow here, is it a crow? I think it's a raven. Listen, I don't really know my species of birds. Okay, is that right? Well, yeah. What species is it? Well, it's a bird, a black bird. He's dangling the pentacle. The masculine is here. I feel like it's actually the bird that can kind of undo the straps. Yeah, so it feels like being backed by, there's just this divine presence. Okay. I feel until now the Divine Masculine has been in deep contemplation, not really getting involved. His kind of hands, maybe his hands have been tied. But there's this bird here, this raven, that is... Let's read the meaning of this card. I don't feel drawn to read the others, but let's actually see what's going on, because you're held here by the divine until you have your realisation. Card number 12. It comes after justice. And before the death card, the transformation, the Hanged Man. A young man is calmly hanging upside down from his right foot on an ash tree. Ash tree. Okay, calm energy from the Divine Masculine here. It's because he's dropped his Emperor status. Okay, that's quite ruthless. That feels like someone who's needing to control everything. I feel like he's lost all control, and then there's one thing that he needs to get a handle on. Okay, which is this legacy. So a young man is calmly hanging upside down from his right foot on an ash tree. Oh, that's interesting. I actually pricked my right foot, the heel of my foot, this morning. I put my slippers on and something sharp was in there. So I took my slipper off, had a feel around, couldn't feel anything, and then checked the bottom of my foot and it was bleeding. So it just takes me to just signs. What's it called? Like the markings from like Jesus on the cross. I can't think what the name is. Anyway. A young man is calmly hanging upside down from his right foot on an ash tree. And I was just working out it was my right foot. While he hangs there, he is in a transitional state or undergoing an initiation of some kind. The halo around the hangman's face shows him to be experiencing an epiphany. The peaceful skies in the background of this card tell you this phase is not a time to fear. You need to let go of something old and hurtful in order to gain this new wisdom. Enjoy this new perspective and in between chapter of your life and see what you discover. And I actually feel as if letting go of something that that's old and hurtful, and I feel like this energy of the Divine Masculine in the Emperor energy, it was quite abrupt, actually kind of caused a lot of pain with the Divine Masculine, not only to himself but to others that he loved. Caused a lot of turmoil, unnecessary. And I feel it was generated via the Emperor energy, trying to regain control. Okay. In the Norse pagan tradition, the world tree, Yggdrasil, supports the entire universe. The raven is a totem to the god Odin, and the bird symbolises initiation, secrets and prophecy. Just as Odin hung on the world tree to gain the knowledge of the runes, the hanged man also finds his answers on the ash tree during this transitional phase of life. The raven holds a sparkling golden pentagram and looks down on the hangman as if to ask what he is doing there. Perhaps this is his totem animal. Well, I felt like that's what the stag was kind of saying. What are you doing now? It's time kind of to go. You've had the epiphany. Perhaps this is his totem animal and it is keeping the hanged man company. During his transitional state, ravens are magical, clever and playful birds. So I feel you've had the support of nature, Divine Masculine. It talks about the trees and you've been connecting with nature and the birds. Okay, so it's like you haven't felt alone. I'm chatting with the birdies. Okay. It's keeping the hangman company during his transitional state. Ravens are magical, clever and playful birds. They are attracted to sparkling and shiny objects and will catch them. The classic colours of red, green, yellow and blue speak of balance within the 4 natural elements, and these colours make up the hangman's costume. That's nice. The 4 natural elements are balanced. Okay. Which takes me to the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. So the classic colours, we've already read that part, okay. We can read it again. The classic colours of red, green, yellow and blue speak of balance within the 4 natural elements, and these colours make up the hangman's costume. The runes embroidered around the neck of his shirt and decorating the trunk of the ash tree are a link back to Odin, the world tree and the wisdom found there. Okay, meanings. When this card appears in a reading, it is a message to look at things from a different viewpoint. Embrace the idea of initiation as a vehicle to newer wisdom and a clearer spiritual path. Let go of the illusion of control. Turn things on their heads and look carefully at the lessons before you. So I felt it's kind of like this reversing. Okay, just to have a review. Relax and be patient. This may not be easy, but fighting against the changes in your life only creates more drama. Read the signs carefully, be they tarot cards or runes. Meditate on their lessons as you allow yourself to go through this transitional or initiatory phase calmly and with joy. By doing so, you will uncover the mysteries. The keywords: initiation, transitional phase of life, relax and let changes come. New outlook on life, room magic, gaining a new perspective on a current situation. The reverse meaning of it is being stuck, not being able to let go or move forward. Do you want to use these Rider-Waite Tarot? We can. It's like bits of fluff, dust flying around. Okay. It's all been a bit of a nightmare. I feel this is the energy of the Divine Feminine helping the Divine Masculine to open up and speak. You're definitely nurturing him. He's got his tail between his legs. The Magician has snapped him. So this is the Divine telling the Divine Masculine kind of to go to the Divine Feminine. For healing, he's not too sure. Takes a massive surrender for this to happen. But the Magician's kind of saying to him, do you want to end up like everybody else? If you carry on behaving this way, like in the Emperor role, you're just going to end up like everyone else. It's like there's not really going to be any kind of anything that's unique about you. It feels like the energy has been taken on of a classic Emperor, someone who just likes to be in control and have it their way. It's quite kind of a callous energy there, of not actually caring about who they're hurting in the process of them being who they are. They haven't been being a very nice person, and I feel that this has been the realisation. Okay, it does feel like he's been backed into the corner, but that's his own conscience there. You know if you haven't been nice to a really nice person. Okay, so someone who loves and loves, and it's like you've not shown that back. Okay. Then we have the feminine energy. She's balanced. Divine Masculine, she's healed. It's only you that has your tail between your legs. I can hear someone saying rightfully so. Okay. So you've been a bit of a coward here. She's trying to help you to speak and open up. As you speak about it, so shall it clear. As above, so below, as within, so without. This is the Magician, but how the cards are laid, it's the Emperor and this card that the Magician's actually pointing up to. So it's a direction of what to actually focus on now. It's like you can't continuously just remain on the stag do. You never get to the commitment then, do you? So it does feel like an energy that the Divine Masculine kind of knows he's ready, he's celebrating. Maybe a bit too much. Because the Magician's saying here, he's pointing to this character that's walking away. Like throwing down his swords as if to say, well, I've lost it all now. And it's like, do you really want to end up like them? The energy of what are you actually fighting against? You've proved your point. Who's proved their point? Let's get one more card. Oh, you've proved your point that you can turn your back on love. What a point to prove. I'm capable of turning my back on love. Okay. And you're proud of that? Yeah, it's decision time. Unless you uncover that cup there that's glowing, you're never going to get to experience it. Feels like the trappings of the material world and putting them kind of above love. Snakes. That's what happens, you get a lot of snakes. It's like the masking of, it's like not being able to talk about love. Towers, greed, the ego here. So this feels like this will be the death of you. Decision time. You want to come in from out of the cold. Wow. You can always look back, can't you? Reverse. Choose to take up love's way. Let's get some oracle cards. I'm going to get you a message from heaven. Communication cards. Let's see what your loved ones are guiding you towards, because they're most definitely guiding you, the ones that love you and want the best for you. Let's see what their message is. There's definitely something up here about connecting with the clouds. for the masculine's energy. Got love heart clouds. You've got clouds in the background here. These clouds are they're golden. Okay. Look for the golden clouds. It must be, because look, all this energy here is golden. And you have clouds here. And you've got clouds here. The resurrection. It's definitely something to do with the colouring of the clouds. When things start to feel brighter, rosier. It's an internal feeling. Okay. But it's going to be confirmed within the clouds. I feel like the energy of sunsets because the stars are out. That takes me to, as the sun sets every day, there's another chance tomorrow. But it's like, how long have you been doing that for? I'll do it tomorrow. I just stabbed myself in my throat with my nail. Does look like the fog's lifting, if we want to say that. Let's see what the message from heaven is. Put your dancing shoes or walk along. Oh, put your dancing shoes. Have you been dancing a bit too much? It's telling you to put them on. But I felt like you have been on your stag do for quite a while. So put on your dancing shoes. I feel this could be for the Divine Feminine. It's time for her to dance. Okay. It feels like you're having fun, Divine Masculine, at the expense of the Divine Feminine's energy, and you're lapping it up. It's like, but what's about this wave of love that's coming over her? Anyway, put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. Card number 33. Seeing as this is Christ consciousness, it also took me to footsteps in the sand. So the Divine Masculine, you've been carried. Okay, I feel like it's time for you to carry your Divine Feminine to the party. Walk along the beach. I feel it's for the masculine. Put on your dancing shoes, Divine Feminine. Anyway, you're being encouraged to move. 33. Straight from the Divine's lips. It's easy to stagnate in your armchair. How can you get out and move around more? Any movement you can do with friends is even better. You might be interested in playing a sport or some sort of just getting out together in nature. Stretch your body in whatever way you can. Your loved ones say, we will be watching, cheering you on as you create organic motion. I feel you've created this Divine Masculine. Divine Man. Divine Masculine. Connecting with nature. Okay, having fun with your friends. Let's get another message. There's this energy of what have I done? Well, you've just been having fun. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, where will it actually lead you to? Oh, well, I can see a dandelion. Will it lead you to a dandelion so you can blow some new wishes? Because if you've manifested what you were trying to achieve, the point you were trying to prove, you've proved a point. Right, what's next then? It says, go out and plant new life seeds, sow for your future. 23. Now, I feel like we're taking a back step. So I'm feeling like this is what you've done. You've manifested some wishes. You've manifested some witches. Okay. For me, Divine Feminine, very tapped in, tuned in energy. Okay, so go out and plant new life seeds, sow for your future. And I feel you're picking up. This is what you've been doing, whether you've been aware of it or whether your subconscious mind has been manifesting for you. You've actually manifested what you put your focus on. And I feel that's what you've been doing. But why is this Emperor in reverse? Because I feel that he realises there's one ingredient that's missing. Love. 23. I feel like because there's a gap of 10 in between here, I feel like this is where the Divine Masculine's been and this is where he's up to now. It feels like it's your turn, Divine Feminine. If you want the future to be different, then you have to act in a different way. Even if you want more of the same, you need to invest energy in what is to come. Whatever you give out will come back to you threefold. The person you work on today is the person you become tomorrow. Your loved ones remind you, study, learn, grow. Create your future with the work you put in today. We are here to help you. The Enchanted Map. The card is Deep Freeze in reverse. 26. Nothing you can do right now will amount to anything substantial, no matter how much you try, push, manipulate, or cajole. That's why your Emperor's in reverse. They're his traits. He will try hard, he will push, he will manipulate. Okay. Life wants you to take a break. You need to do this now, lest you become exhausted and be forced, in italics, to rest. What you need will be there when you emerge in the springtime. For now, winter has its own ideas for you. Wait for signs of spring. It's nearly summer. You're like a season behind, Divine Masculine. It's summertime. Wait for signs of spring. Okay, so now I feel like you didn't rest. I feel like because you didn't rest, maybe during springtime you've been forced to, okay. But back down, back out. What are you backing out of? Deep freeze. Look for signs of springtime. Romance angels. I saw the chemistry card. Honeymoon. No, you're still on your stagdom. That's a fear of commitment. I'm not sure why you're fearing commitment. You'd only be fearing commitment if you thought that something could go wrong, that this wasn't going to work. Why else would you be fearing commitments? Oh, you'd be fearing about the unknown. There's still a fear there. If you have a commitment phobia, what are you actually, if you're fearing commitment, then you're thinking that you're going to be trapped, and that if you commit to this, then you can't get out of it. You should know that everything will go to plan, that this will work out perfect for you, because you've healed. You wouldn't be attracting. Why would it not work out? Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. How long for? Until you've dealt with your commitment phobia. A lot of men are very quick to committing to everything else but true love. It's like they commit to other things to get them out of it. Okay. That does make sense. The romance angels are helping. Well, it makes sense to them. It makes sense why someone would do that, to avoid having to deal with love. It just shows your emotional immaturity, really. Okay. The romance angels are helping you during this period of separation from your partner. This card comes to you as an indication of angelic support as we spend time away from each other. So you've had the support there, Divine Masculine. It's still taking me to who's actually been supporting the Divine Feminine, okay, in her life. Because if it looks like you've been having a jolly good time. And I feel it's because of your Divine Feminine. Well, either because you ran away, so you were going to prove a point that you didn't need love, okay. You were going to do it your way. But this card comes to you as an indication of angelic support as you spend time away from each other. But the Divine Feminine's tapped into that. Yes, so they do know that they are obviously supported by the Divine. But that's about as far as it goes. While you're apart, the angels can help you fill your hours with healthy activities. Well, you have been doing that, which will help your present or future relationships. This card may indicate a temporary period of aloneness, such as while your partner is travelling for business, or a time in your life when you're single and preparing for your next relationship. It really is shouting out procrastination here. This card may indicate a temporary period of aloneness, such as while your partner is travelling for business. So the Divine Feminine's been alone. She's been supported by the Divine. I feel it would have been nice if she had had your support, but that's not the way that it went. And while you've been trying to figure yourself out and get yourself secure, while you've been away on business, travelling for business, or a time in your life when you're single and preparing for your next relationship. So Divine Masculine, this is really shouting out that you are single and that the time you have been building yourself up. You are preparing for that next relationship, but then it's like you just want to remain on your stag deal. The deal. What's the deal? It can also mean a marital separation or divorce. So you've had to go through all of that. You have to remember that your Divine Feminine is unaware. Okay, she'll have inklings of what's been going on, insights, but actually, like, having the full truth, that's still to be revealed by you, actually, what's happened in your absence. It says, call upon the angels for support and guidance during these transitions. They can help you discover the deep healing to be mined as you spend time alone, which prepares you for the next part of your relationship journey. I feel you're ready, but you won't be ready until you tell yourself that you're ready. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck here. Strength in reverse. We're going to read this. 44. Open to unexpected visitors. Hi, Tia. Strength in reverse. When you see the Strength card reverse, pay particular attention to your health, for this indicates that your body, mind and spirit need strengthening at this time. And also you still have some issues, Divine Masculine, to do with commitment that you need to work through. Okay. So when you see the Strength card reverse, pay particular attention to your health, for this indicates that your body, mind and spirit need strengthening at this time. Exercise, rest and proper nutrition are necessary to keep you in balance. Don't deplete yourself through overwork, as now is the time for building your stamina. Perhaps you feel the bonds weakening in a relationship. If they are in danger of being broken, they may need repair. And that's what you're on the borderline of, is actually breaking your connection with your Divine Feminine. It's like you're doing it purposely as well. So what you've been doing on purpose. It's like we are to live life on purpose. So what is your purpose? What is your point that you're trying to prove? So perhaps you feel the bonds weakening in a relationship. If they are in danger of being broken, they may need repair. Attend to them before the burden gets too heavy. And this is what's being suggested. You need to attend to this now, Divine Masculine. You've attended to everything else apart from this topic. This aspect that you just avoiding at all costs to go near, it's going to cost you dearly. Okay, every time that you avoid the topic. Be strong, face the reality of your relationship at this time, and give it your attention. For any fragile threads may give way. Let go of whatever robs you of your life force and trust that something better will take its place. Strong message. Should we see what Rumi wants to say? Very tempted to go to a heal yourself card. Well, let's do it then. Excuse me. Right, let's have a look at what card comes out of the Heal Yourself deck. I'm singing, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There's no way you're going to be able to heal the world if you're not capable of healing yourself in all areas that you find yourself running from, having to deal with. You know when you're avoiding something, you don't want to have to deal with it. It needs to be dealt with at some point. It feels like the burden is weighing very heavy now. Letting go. I feel this is the energy of the Divine Feminine, letting go. But you're there in the background, Divine Masculine, like the death energy. (26) This situation has served its purpose. You are being challenged to change your point of view and recognise that this particular relationship has run its course. Although you might be afraid to let go, the universe has a new opportunity for you, which will allow you to experience the kind of passion and satisfaction you have always dreamed of. I feel they're actually saying to the Divine Feminine, it's like if you're not on the scene, soon Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, she's letting go, and she's being told to as well, because it's no longer serving her. It actually just brings doom and gloom. And a light worker very much doesn't really want to be paired up with doom and gloom for the rest of their life. So you are being challenged to change your point of view and recognise that this particular relationship has run its course. Although you might be afraid to let go, the universe has a new opportunity for you, which will allow you to experience the kind of passion and satisfaction you have always dreamed of. Saying goodbye is never easy and can make you feel like you are a failure. You must not allow yourself to be persuaded by other people on your own doubts to keep holding on. Focus on opening your heart to a new opportunity. Leave the baggage of past mistakes behind you. It is important that during the letting go process, you are gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to have alone time. Write, meditate, paint, sing, dance. Do whatever you can to heal and let go of the pain that is holding you back. Recognise that your spirit is beckoning you to grow. I feel like in your separation, this is what the Divine Feminine has been doing. So she's actually let go of the need. There's a difference between needing and desiring. So the Divine Feminine desires a Divine Masculine, okay, in her life. Divine Masculine, it feels like you're doing everything to avoid desiring this love, okay. Now, the Divine Feminine, she doesn't need you. Okay, she's very capable and competent on her own. Okay, but she does desire to have a true love counterpart by her side. Divine Masculine, you need the Divine Feminine. It's actually a need of yours to be able to progress. So you can kind of see you will be delivered what you need or desire. The Divine Feminine desires a true Divine Masculine. So she's let go of this attraction to the Emperor energy because it's not rewarding, okay? To kind of be with this very energy of it has to be your way, Divine Masculine, and you kind of cut the Divine Feminine out. It's kind of like, be careful that you don't cut her out completely, Because you may just get your wish. Okay. I meant as in, you may just get your wish, as in, this is your dream come true, but you may also manifest your wish that the Divine Feminine does disappear. Okay, and exits your life. And it's what you've manifested. It depends how powerful your focus and intention is, and whether or not you're pushing her completely out of your life and you've closed off your heart to that love. Okay, it does make sense. The Divine Feminine has just let go of the need, okay, to have a Divine Masculine in her life. She's managed to come this far alone. So she doesn't need a Divine Masculine, but she does desire one because she understands the benefit. Let's have a look at the action steps. Excuse me. It's 15:15. When you feel stuck in a point of view, you can ask yourself, is this my belief or someone else's? How does it serve me? Am I willing to let go of my fears and unfounded limitations? Say, Divine Healing Intelligence, please assist me to let go of this situation and state what it is. Habit, state what it is. Person, say their name. With ease and grace, inspire me to move forward with freedom, lightness, and a feeling of completion. Bring into my reality new and empowering experiences, people, and opportunities. Thank you. Repeat the word clear several times. Now, it's been a topic about cord cutting. And what I've actually noticed, because I was saying you can't really cut any cords because you're attached to it all. You can choose not to divert your attention in a certain area, but you can't actually cut cords with any of it. So there's this energy of the Divine Masculine very much trying to cut cords and diverting himself like in other areas of his life. But it's kind of like a vow to himself that he's never going to look back down that path. Isn't he going to look silly when he does? Okay, the right fall, but that's what it takes. It takes the fall energy, that leap of faith. Let's finish with a Rumi message. It's like he's going to feel like a right fall when he realised what he had. And he was too busy diverting his attention elsewhere. Okay. I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. That's the kind of Divine Feminine's energy. I've been saying tonight to my kids, I'm like, oh my goodness, we need to go dancing. When was the last time we actually had some serious fun and we went dancing and just let loose? There's the card. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. Card number 32. Comes after the commitment. I don't know. Let me have some drink. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here from the desert of oblivion. O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love and fill my heart with pearls. Pour it into my heart until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yays. Rumi. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be, tripping, stumbling, falling like fools, laughing our most unconstrained laughter, as we drink the sweetest of offerings. Raucous and silly shall we be, though undoubtedly we are from the noblest and most royal lineage. Nonetheless, standing inside the tavern, warm and illumined by the golden hearth fires, we would hold on to each other, barely able to stand up straight, crying with so much laughter, sweet wine coursing through our blood. Beloved, you are being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding. This gift is from the hand of the Divine Beloved, an offering to you that will lift you beyond what you have known, into the next opening of your inner eye, of your heart, of your soul, so that it may caress the earth with the light of heaven. This may sound wonderful, indeed it is, yet welcome though this gift may be, there is a trick to receiving it, you see. When the sweet wine is offered, you must drink, but also be willing to become drunk. You must be willing to let go of your control. You must trust in what will happen, trust that you will be cared for, or that you may appear to be the fool. You must be willing to not have all the answers, or indeed any answers at all, my wise soulmate, and trust that this is according to the higher plan and not some inadequacy or error. So will you accept the gift that is coming to you, the offering that the sacred feminine brings to you now? It is sweet wine she offers. It shall be an enjoyable journey receiving this gift, a wearing away of resistance and restraints towards life, through the sheer pleasure of aliveness without thought. Oh, what a journey this is to be for you. So much that is truly wonderful and incredible, sacred and extraordinary, awaits you. You who are asked to drink from the generous cup of the great beloved is bringing towards your lips. So what if your speech becomes incoherent and you have no words to describe what you feel, or if the world around you ceases to understand you? Could any of that compare to the great bliss of being fully alive and dancing with the divine ones in dazed splendour? I'm just about to turn to page 144. At the beauty of life. So could any of that compare to the great bliss of being fully alive and dancing with the divine ones in dazed splendour at the beauty of life? This is a party you want to attend, trust me, even though no one will be much interested in talking because they will be too busy dancing. Everyone will envy you, though if you open your heart to invite them too, many will say, oh no, I have to wash my hair, or I have to sort through my accounts and count my fingers and toes. It would take me too long, and I simply won't be ready to attend. But you go, of course. You enjoy yourself whilst I'm working long and hard at things so very important. And you may hang your head and wonder if you too should stay at home to wash your hair and tend to your accounts and count your fingers and toes many times over perhaps to make sure you get it right. Now this really is pointing out the divine feminine. She cannot follow this emperor energy that's upright or in reverse. The divine feminine should be willing to follow her divine masculine. But it's like, where is he actually leading her? And that's the kind of thing with the divine feminine just moving on to what she is worth. Because she wants to go out and dance. And you've had her questioning, divine masculine, whether what the path that she's taking is correct. Or should she be doing what you're doing? And that actually kind of like, I feel that you maybe feel the divine feminine is immature, okay, with her playfulness and not taking life too seriously. And actually the divine feminine thinks that you're very emotionally immature, just focusing on money and the material stuff. So you can kind of see where it's just a difference of opinions. Okay. And I feel this is talking about the divine feminine. Everyone will envy you though. Oh, everyone will envy you. Though if you open your heart to invite them too, many will say, that's like when you open up your heart to invite your divine masculine into your life, and they just kind of shut you down and say, no, I don't have time for that, or I don't think so. It's happened to me personally on many occasions. to keep kind of offering and then just be turned down for some real pathetic excuse. And you have to listen to this, and then you kind of question, well, maybe I'm the pathetic one, you know, even thinking up that. And it's kind of like, just be careful, Divine Feminine. Because these Divine Masculines, they get you questioning yourself and whether or not the actual path that you're choosing to opt for is the correct one. You know that it is. Love conquers all. So everyone will envy you. Though if you open your heart to invite them to, many will say, oh no, I have to wash my hair, I have to sort through my accounts and count my fingers and my toes. It will take me too long and I simply won't be ready to attend. But you go, of course. You enjoy yourself whilst I am working long and hard at things so very important. And you may hang your head. I feel like this is you, Divine Feminine. I've actually had this week on a coaching call. A Divine Feminine had asked the Divine Masculine if he wanted to join her at the weekend. She was kind of going away to party and said, come on, you need to get away. But immediately said, no, I can't. And she was like, why did he say that, you know? And then he come up with, well, I'm the one that covers all the shifts and I can't just drop things like that. But it's very quick. Their response is very, very quick. Okay, like they're not even going there. She said, I couldn't believe how quick his response was. Okay, but it's like she paralysed him. It was like he just looked for any excuse to kind of not go there. And he struggles actually finding eye contact with her. He'll do whatever he can to actually avoid her direct gaze. But they'll say to you, the Divine Masculines will, but you go, of course, you enjoy yourself while I'm working long and hard at things so very important. Like we're going to go away and have fun. I mean, we'd have more fun with our masculines, but it's like, oh no, you go and carry on and have fun. It's like, I actually wanted to go with you. That kind of energy. So, and you may hang your head and wonder if you too should stay at home to wash your hair, to tend to your accounts, and count your fingers and toes many times over perhaps to make sure you get it right. But then you'll hear the distant sounds of clinking glasses, of music, of stomping and dancing and laughter, and you'll think a wise thought, so wise indeed that you'll stop thinking immediately after thinking it. That thought will be, I was actually going to say, fuck this to-do list, I'm going to go and have some fun. But it says, forget this to-do list, I'm going to go and have some fun. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Are you having fun yet? Well, you may need to wash your hair and tend to your accounts, that is fine. You may even need to count your fingers and toes, but over and over again, beloved. Surely you can find some time in between the endless to-dos of your to-do list to throw a tantrum and come dancing with me instead. Your honour and commitment, discipline and focus are certainly to be rewarded with some uninhibited nonsense, hopefully. Come put aside that seriousness for a moment or two and allow the wild child in you to take your body and soul for a spin, and together let's go and paint the town the colour of love. It's good reading. It's hit the mark, spot on. Okay, that last bit there, Divine Masculine, it's like maybe you're just kind of saying, oh, fuck the to-do list, I'm off, I'm out of here, I'm going to let my hair down, have some fun. But it's your choice, Divine Masculine. But there's this energy here that you've had the Divine Feminine questioning her sanity, her worth, her path for far too long now, that she doesn't actually need that negative input. So it's like if you come correctly and you come willingly. And it says when you join the party of, or when you're offered the Divine Feminine's sacred wine, her cup to drink from, not only should you take that, it spoke about, but you have to be willing to become drunk in love. So it's not like begrudgingly taking her offer. It's like, no, you've got to be absorbed in it. I just want to read that part again. What card number was it? 32. You who show the way is the next one. So where did it say this? When the sweet wine is offered, you must drink, but also be willing to become drunk. And there's been no willingness up until this point that, as a collective, has been seen that you're actually willing to become drunk in love. Should we leave it there? I think we can just leave it there. Let's leave it there. Have yourself, oh, what was I going to say? There's some other things I want to say. Okay, if you'd like to book an reading, my email address is in the description box, so you can email me for more details. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a link in the description box. And join me tonight at 11:11 p.m. my time, and I'm starting to read The Monk Who Sold the Ferrari, and I've already read chapter 1, and it's going to come in fantastically with the topic that we've covered. Okay, the chapter ends in he's had a heart attack because of all the work and stress that he's taken on. But there's a powerful message within that. So if you wish to join me, it premieres at 11:11 tonight. Guys, I am going. Have yourself a fantastic day. Much love. Take care. Bye for now.